So I made a huge professional mistake. At least I consider it a huge professional mistake. And it's been keeping me up for the last week. Actually, this has been a really good exercise for me to learn how to let it go. It is what it is. My intentions were pure. It does show that I wasn't paying attention. I was being lackadaisical. I wasn't giving my all. I was in my luteal phase. I get that excuses are excuses, but I was in my luteal phase, and I make poor choices in my luteal phase. If it's a bad month, it's just, and I did. And I immediately told my partner, and he said, let it go. He said, there's nothing you can do now. It's not like you went out there and you viciously attacked someone and tried to hurt someone. This was a blunder. Embarrassing. It was a blunder, but it's over now. Let it go. And I'm not really good at that. I have been trying. I have been really working at it, because one of the reasons why I am so invested in my own healing is because I have a hard time handling things like this. I have a hard time letting people down. I have a hard time being incorrect. I have a hard time being wrong. I have a hard time making mistakes. To live in a world where I have made a mistake that could potentially severely disappoint someone, I immediately go into feelings of severe unworthiness. During this time, I feel thankful. I've been trying to thank Source, God. This was a test to see how I will utilize the tools that I've been learning. I still have the anxiety on my chest though, which is, that's what keeps me up at night. So I'm trying to make sure to implement my deep breathing techniques. Deep breathing, just 3 seconds in. Actually, I do 4 seconds in, hold 4 seconds, 4 seconds out, hold. 4 seconds in, hold, 4 seconds out, hold. I've been doing that. I've been repeating in my head, everything's already worked out. So just be along for the ride. That has helped. Oh, the other thing that I've been doing is I've been talking to the angels. I talk to the angels, whether that is some energetic force behind the matrix, if it's God, if it's nonsense. It's still talking and putting out what you want to happen in the world. And one of the biggest lessons that I've learned recently is that you have to say what you want out loud. You can't just say it here. You can't just say it here. You have to open your mouth and say the words, I want this. And for the ever-loving God, stop saying the word don't. If you say, I don't want this job, I don't like this job, do you know what the universe hears? Do you know what God hears? Do you know what the energetic sphere hears that you embody? It hears you love your job. You like your job. You like working there. That's what the universe hears. So stop saying the word don't. It is pointless. It is doing more harm than good. So now I have been implementing that here, and I have been saying that, and I say it, and I talk to the angels in a way. I say to the angels, I say, have this situation work out under the best circumstances in harm to none. Then I have had to trust that that's what is lining up in the universe. What that looks like when it goes like this, there might be some things in here that get shoved aside so it hurts a little bit. So the situation might not feel perfect at the time, but it's all going to work out because it already has. I just am along for the ride. It is what it is. Is what it is. Be like a duck. Let it roll off your back. And there's no reason to hold on to it. There's no reason to continue to beat myself up over it, which I am really good at. I am my worst enemy. The thoughts in my head hate me. It's treacherous. It's all false. It's all fake. It's all brainwashing. It's trauma-based thoughts because I live in the United States of America. I was a single, only child raised by a mother who dealt with depression because she was an undiagnosed autistic woman, but now she's dealing with having to take care of a little girl and her husband left her alone. It wasn't what she planned or wanted, and she didn't handle it all that well mentally. So as her little girl, I took on making her feel better. And I didn't get the support or nurturing that I needed. So anything that goes wrong in the world is my fault because I haven't been able to fix it all for her. And now I am 45 and I'm still feeling this way, although I'm doing so much better because I have tools. I'm just telling you this situation to where I have come from, which there's so much more. So how can you get a little bit from just a little conversation, a little tea? The whole point of this was to talk about the mistake that I made that doesn't need to be talked about anymore because everything has already worked itself out and I can let it go.